we get into one Dylan Moses. Dylan Moses, of whom back for his redshirt junior year. Got another chance to relive the junior year, the money year for him, and already he becomes the first Crimson Tide player to have his name on a preseason award watch list. During this time is where we see a lot of these lists start to, open up, and different websites, different media outlets put out these lists. Usually starts in June, whether it's the Field Steel list or the Athlon Sports list, or different award foundations. They put out their different preseason lists. So right now, the Lot Impact Trophy Award watch list came out on Thursday, and Dylan Moses found his name on that list. The award is named after Pro Football and College Football Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. The word impact is an acronym. It actually stands for integrity, maturity, performance, academics, community, and tenacity, and it's given to the best defensive player in college football that distributes or demonstrates all of those attributes. Now, since the award was first originated in 2004 from the Pacific Club Impact Foundation in California, only one Tide player has won the honor so far. That was D'Amico Ryans in 2005. So Dylan Moses trying to become the second Tide player to take home this honor here. And this is a guy that, as we've talked about on this show, came in 2017 as a 5-star. He was offered a scholarship when he was in the 8th grade in high school in Louisiana to come to the Crimson Tide. The young man at 6'3", 235 pounds in that 2017 class here. And an individual that 2017, he made the All-SEC freshman team. 30 tackles, 5.5 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, 1 interception, was thrown into the fire there, seeing how going back to that season in 2017, Alabama had so many injuries at the linebacker position. Guys were dropping like flies. So Jeremy Pruitt kind of looks around, sees Dylan Moses. Hey, you're an able-bodied. Get in there. Let's see what you can do, and put Dylan Moses out there. And the young man, he had success. Had a lot of success before encountering a foot injury prior to, I believe, the college football playoff semifinal there against Clemson, but that was his freshman year. Sophomore year, 2018, took a big step forward, did Mr. Moses. 86 tackles to lead the team, 10 tackles for loss there, 3.5 sacks, a pass breakup, a quarterback hurry, a forced fumble. So his sophomore year took a big step forward, was a finalist for the Butkus Award, really strong communicator. I've mentioned on a previous show that he kind of reminds me, or he does remind me, of what Sean Dion Hamilton provided for the Crimson Tide in the 2016 season. Sean Dion, very cerebral, smart, intelligent, great IQ, very exceptional communicator on the field, but along with being that and doing those things, he was also a huge playmaker, flying in the gap, shooting in the holes, avoiding offensive linemen, sticking folks in the backfield, creating negative plays, sacking the quarterback, playing in coverage. Sean Dion was a playmaker along with being an outstanding communicator. And so those same qualities you see here, in one Dylan Moses, not just a strong playmaker, but also an incredible communicator. And here's a guy that, last year he got a chance to watch from the outside looking in, and he knew that if I would have been on this field, the outcome would have been much differently. I know people look at Stephen, football as a team game. It takes more than one player. It takes more than one individual. It takes more than one coach. Football is a team game. It's a brotherhood. It's a team atmosphere. And believe you me, I 100% understand that. But from the mindset of an athlete, I used to be an athlete. I wasn't a Division I college football athlete, but an athlete nonetheless. A lot of what goes through the minds of athletes, especially when they are highly talented, highly skilled, highly experienced, 5-star guys, when they're not on the field, whether it's offense or defense, in their mind, it's I let the team down. If I would have been on this field, the outcome would have been different. If I would have been on this field, I would have made an impact. If I would have been on this field, I would have had the ability to put guys in the right spot, set guys up in the right area, make sure that everybody knows what the call is on the field. Everybody knows if we're making a check, if we're making an audible, that we get into that check, we get into that audible, and we're able to go to work. So he was able to see, he being Moses, from the sidelines, man, I want to be out here. Man, I hate being hurt. Man, if I could just get on this field, I know that I could have made a difference. And you out there being the Alabama football faithful, as I hear a lot of conversations, that's how a lot of you feel. A lot of you feel like if he would have been out here, if Dylan Moses would have been out here, this could have been a completely different story. We appreciate what Xavier McKinney did. We did. We appreciated his toughness. We appreciated his effort. We appreciated his exceptional play. We appreciated, him taking on the responsibility, right, of not just playing safety, but also coming down in the box, pushing somebody on the defensive line into a gap, pushing a linebacker that was not in the right place, helping Shane Lee and Christian Harris kind of get acclimated to what would be expected of them, and then at the same time also having the wherewithal to jump back in the play, right, and still create a tackle, jump back in the play, still create an interception, jump back in the play, still break up a pass up, still force a fumble, and do those things that we're known to see him do from the safety position. But even though we appreciate what X did, and we did, at the same time, we also know that was a lot of stress on him. And having a guy like a Dylan Moses on that defense, that X wouldn't have had that much stress on him, because Dylan would have been communicating things from the linebacking front on up. So, Moses being back, this is his chance. Moses being back, this is his opportunity. He's back with his two coaches that he has worked with, since high school, and Dave Ballou and Dr. Ray, when all three of them were at IMG Academy down there in Bradenton, Florida. Upon the hire of both of those guys, you just saw the smile on Dylan's face. He was giddy with glee, giddy with anticipation, just excited that my boys are back. My guys are back. The coaches that I had with me in high school, the coaches that were riding in the cut with me, the coaches that were in the clique with me from my high school days, they back. They're going to make sure that I stay healthy. They're going to make sure that I play every game this season. They're going to make sure that I've got the flexibility, I've got the strength, I've got the speed, I got everything I need to have to not just be a communicator, but to be a beast, be a baller, be a playmaker, and put myself in a situation where I can gain back what I lost last year, which is not just on-field time with my brothers, not just the opportunity to push my team, my defense to an SEC championship, push my defense to a college football playoff and a national championship, but also be back to put myself in a situation to where I'm a top 5 pick. I'm a top 10 pick where, guys like Todd McShay and Mel Kiper Jr. and Bucky Brooks and Daniel Jeremiah and Rich Eisen and all of these quote-unquote experts that study the draft and eat it up like it's Captain Crunch cereal, they now can look at me and be like, okay, we see now what Alabama's defense is supposed to look like, because Dylan Moses is back here in the forefront doing his thing. But he is on the Blvd Impact Trophy watch list to represent, the 2020 season. And I would not be surprised if he ends up on the Chuck Benderek Award watch list, the Bronco Nagurski Award watch list, the Dick Butkus Award watch list. Dylan Moses will find himself on about 5 to 6 of these lists, just due to the type of player he is, the type of leader he is, the type of quality of person he is, and he's going to be vocal this year. I have a strong feeling Dylan Moses, who at times doesn't like to talk a lot, but I feel like this year he is going to be very vocal, because once again, he saw firsthand from the outside looking in, this is what happens when we don't communicate. This is what happens when we don't pay attention to detail, when we don't focus, when we don't read our keys and read our cues. It's a snowball effect. Alabama loses football games. The coaches get upset. The assistants get upset, the support staff gets upset, the players get upset, most importantly, you as the fans, you guys get upset because you are the ones that drive the excitement, you drive the content, you drive the expectation, you drive the meter, you drive the needle. It's you, it's the passion that you guys have that the players feed off of. So they know firsthand what they got to do for the upcoming season, and Dylan Moses will definitely be in the forefront of that. But congrats to him on already being on the Live Impact Trophy Award watching list. But we take another break here on the show. Don't touch that dial. Just getting you cranked up, warmed up here. Upon our return, we dive into more of your phone calls, your thoughts, your tweets, your text messages, your questions and concerns. And it's coming after this.
T-Town Menswear in the University Mall in Tuscaloosa. Touchdown Alabama Magazine is Alabama football's premier publication. A subscription to Touchdown Alabama Magazine is the perfect gift for any Alabama fan. For exclusive news and information, recruiting updates, a free annual print magazine, and more, go to touchdownalabama.com and click join. Only $5.95 per month or pay $49.95 for a full year subscription. That's a saving of almost $22. Make sure to subscribe before it's too late and get our new freshly printed end of the year magazine issue. Go to touchdownalabama.com today and roll Tide.
Thank you for watching Touchdown Alabama Magazine's YouTube channel. To continue to get the best in Alabama football content, subscribe here and turn on your notifications to stay connected with the hottest shows covering your Crimson Tide.